back to the final episode of Discovering Shark Week. I'm your host, Aaron.
And I'm the other host, Jacob.
And we got probably the most exciting one that we saw at Walmart. It's Saw Meets Jaws, Blood in the Water. Yes, I was talking to you the other day, and I said, "No, hey, did you see more shark movies at Walmart?" And you're like, "Yeah, I saw Saw Meets Jaws," but I'm like, I don't want to watch it. That's probably gonna be disgusting. I'm like, well,
and here we are.
I'm gonna buy it. So I'll read the back, and we'll get into how many people think are gonna die. Zara, a young woman with a dark secret, is knocked unconscious and dragged from her flat by. That's weird.
No, it's not.
Is it?
No, flat is like a British word for house.
Oh, see, I was wondering
like a flat is somebody's house.
Okay, so she's dragged from her flat by a mass psychopath.
Sociopath. There's a difference.
Yeah, it starts with an S. She awakens to find
psychopath doesn't even start with an S.
Oh yeah, because it starts with a P, right?
Yes.
Well, it sounds like they're alike.
I know school was a decade ago, but please.
Hey, 2 decades ago. She awakens to find herself in a swimming pool, along with 5 strangers who are all chained up. Keyword 5 strangers.
Yeah.
Who are all chained up. Soon they realize they are not alone, and the final member of the congregation is revealed. It's terrifying great white shark. Hi guys! I'm locked up here! Help me! The game of the unseen sociopath?
Sociopath.
Okay, yes. I was going to say psychopath again. Then it becomes clearer as each of them are chosen to be dragged into the pool to become shark chum. As blood is spilled, Zara learns that in order to find true redemption, she will have to bear all and leave her fate at the hands of the sociopath and, more crucially, the shark that awaits her in the water.
This sounds dumb.
Guys,
dumb.
I'm like trapped down here. Help me! Oh, he's getting in the pool. So 5 strangers. So I mean that's keyword. So I think you went last time. So I'll go. Or not last. You went first last time.
Yeah.
So I'll go. I'm gonna say there's gonna be 6 deaths.
Okay. I was thinking 7.
7? Okay.
I was thinking we're gonna get 2 people before the.
That's what I was.
The 5 people who show up. So that's 8 people there.
So I'm counting hers. So I'm counting hers 4, or not counting her. I'm counting. There's 5 people total in the thing. I'm counting 4 of them are gonna die to the shark.
No, there's 6 people total.
Well, no, 5 strangers.
She wakes up with 5 other people.
Oh, okay. So I was counting. I'm counting the one before, and then whoever captured her to be the final kill.
Mm.
So that's how I got to 6. I'm gonna say the shark. I'm gonna say. Let's see. I'm going out on a limb. I'm gonna say the shark doesn't die.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume that she's just kind of gonna leave, and the shark's not gonna be the premise of.
I mean, that's very possible. I was also thinking the shark wasn't gonna die, but if it was going to die, it's definitely gonna get chained up, because you see these chains on the.
Yeah.
I imagine they're gonna somehow choke it.
Yeah, I can see that too. So, for point systems, I think I have 2. The Great Value helped me, and then I think I got one of the ways that the shark died.
Yeah.
And then you got 1. For I think a shark death.
Yeah.
So there's no chance we could tie, or I can run away and get a win. So the points mean absolutely nothing. So
it was directed by Dominic
Nutter. The Nutter Butter.
Okay, we'll see you in. Well, it's gonna be about 80 minutes for us. And...
Was this the longest one?
No, I think this is shorter than something else. I don't know. Whatever. We'll be back in like 2 seconds.
Hey!
And we're back.
Yeah, so I'll give a little disclaimer up front. This movie does have a heavy subject towards the end of the movie. We'll probably talk a little bit about about it. So I'll probably give a disclaimer up front because I didn't realize that the movie was going to be.
It's really not though. Well, it comes up and she's like, "No, I'm not doing that," and that was it.
Right, but I think I don't think the topic's that heavy-handed, but people make it when I say it's heavy-handed, it's not so much heavy-handed for us two, but it's a topic that is not lightly, or we'll get into it. So do you just want to just give a breakdown of just why each person's there and why and how?
I mean, I can try. I don't know.
So you called one of them. There's a bald-headed guy, and you're like, oh, he's probably a used car salesman. And then halfway through the movie...
hang on. There's a part so who are you? He's like, fuck you. And then he's like, and they're like, okay, well, what did you do? He's like, I'm like, and I make a joke like, oh, he's a car salesman. And then, he finally breaks down, and he's like, I'm a used car salesman. I'm a nobody.
And I looked at you, and I was like, holy shit, you called it. So... we'll start off. Zara is in her house, and somebody is breaking in, and she calls the police. But the guy gets in, and then he knocks her out unconscious. Basically,
yeah.
There's no brick or anything like what it says in the.
Does it say there was
Zara, a young woman with a dark secret, is knocked unconscious. Oh, I thought it said brick somewhere.
Oh. I do like how on the back this is not where they were.
True. So,
but yeah, she gets pepper sprayed, and then she gets put in a chokehold, in probably the most inelegant way to knock somebody out.
So now we go to the one true area, the Saw place. There's a giant pool, and then Zara wakes up with there's a guy and there's two guys and a girl in there, and then the killer brings in two more bodies.
Yeah.
And then every 3 minutes... Well, I guess we should start the movie off. There's a guy at the very beginning of the movie who's he's a lawyer, and he's like, what do you want from me?
I know things. I can tell you things. And they're like, nah, thanks, bro. And then...
He gets dragged in the...
he gets pulled in and gets killed by a shark.
And so now we'll fast forward. So his jacket is floating in the water, and one girl's like, oh, you should pick up the jacket and see what's...
Pick it up, check the pockets. And the dude checks pockets like, how'd you know there'd be something in there? It's like, they're pockets. So that's just what you do with pockets. Yeah, you put stuff in them.
There's a voice recorder of the guy who died originally, the lawyer who died originally, and then talking to some lady. And the voice... If you've seen Saw, there's a person who watches the cameras, and he goes, all right, well, now you gotta confess your sin, so...
Or play a game, except this one is mostly, confess what you did. And, so it starts off with one guy, he's getting up as the countdown starts. He's waking up, at a minute and a half before the countdown ends. And they're like, go for the door, and he gets up, and then he just gets yanked in and dead. Well, no, he tries to swim to the other side, and, the one guy over there recognizes him. He's like, I'm not saving you. And, then dead.
Yeah, and who was this guy?
This was, one of the lawyer's partners. He was... he was that one dude in the last few flashbacks sitting next to the lawyer.
Oh, okay. I thought he was, the guy who drove we'll get into it a little bit later. The guy who drove the car and got in a car accident.
No, because that man was, he was... handicapped.
Okay.
After the car accident.
Okay.
So anyway, now that they know the threat is real, they start being the most unlikable people.
Yeah.
And being like, I didn't do anything wrong, and so the one lady who was there with the original four, not Zara, but the other one, she's like, okay, I had some back pain, and I took some pills, and then I left the pills out. And then my
discount Jigsaw drinks the water and
Jigsaw Sasquatch. and she's like, I must have left the pills out, and he got in the pills and he ate them and he died. That's what he does. He likes to just eat things off the counter. And the voice comes up and is like, that's a lie.
In the water you go.
And then he reveals the true story of she actually put it in his drink and then killed him that way. So she and the lady who got brought in they both get flung into the water, and
they both die, air quotes.
they're both gone now. So now we're down to 3 people.
And this is where bald-headed guy goes, oh yeah, I was a used car salesman and I didn't check the cars. Well, I checked the cars and I knew that they were broke and I sold it to this couple and they drove it and the lady died.
Yeah, they got into a crash or something, and like he was handicapped, she died, and well.
And then Jigsaw was like, "Thank you."
Now you're gonna die.
Well, he didn't. Jigsaw. Well, the cop who's kind of like directing people to start talking. He jumps in the water and stops the chain from moving.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened, what that was, but yeah. So then the clock restarts again. And then cop's like,
oh, you know what? I think I get it. Like, I think he wasn't gonna die until the cop threw him.
That's why, yeah.
Because when the cop went down there, he's like, why did your chain have a whole lot of slack to it? And that's because.
Oh, maybe it came loose.
Yeah, because he was no longer on the killing floor. He was supposed to be spared.
Yeah, but then he was stupid and went over and fought the cop. And the
yeah,
cop's like,
and then the cop just kind of like...
in the water you go! And then the shark ate him.
Splash, take a bath.
And then the cop's like, alright, now Zara, you have to tell me why you're here. And they go back and forth of, I don't want to tell you the truth. And then finally Zara breaks down and she's like, I had a kid and I lost a kid. And then I went to the neighbor's house.
Because they had just had a kid.
And I was like, baby, baby, baby.
And I was like, baby snatching time.
And then the mom found out. And so then...
She gave chase down the stairs.
And then...
Tripped and fell.
Yeah.
And then died.
And then Zara never... Zara said that the husband... not her husband. Zara said her husband did it. And so then he went to jail. But that wasn't the truth.
Yeah.
So then the cop goes, well, okay, I got her to confess.
We good now? And they were not good now. In fact, he was kind of a shady cop because he shot a man, and then he just kind of covered that up.
Well, first he says, yeah, so you were only here, Zara, because of me. So the guy who broke into Zara's house was him. But we also find out that there's another person who's bringing more bodies in.
Yeah, and he got brought back a few hours later.
Could you imagine? He just walks out. I did my thing, and then he gets hit with a brick, and then they pick him up and bring him.
So his big deal was, I think he was talking to like a suspect, and the suspect reached for his pocket.
Yeah. So this is all his accounting. So you don't hear any of the dialogue.
Yeah, it's just kind of like nothing happening over top of it. Wasn't it quiet, or was
it was
talking over?
Yeah, he was talking
narrating
over it. But like they're talking, but it's all muted, so you can't really hear it. So then the guy, he goes to reach in his pocket. The cop shoots the guy.
Yeah, and then he just kind of bumbles off.
Yeah, which I think if the cop would have just said, "Yeah, I shot somebody," because he was reaching, in his pocket,
It's possible. I don't know. Anyway, so the big twist comes in.
Where it's like, we're not going to talk about this.
No, because this comes after.
No, I know, yeah.
The big twist comes in. Turns out the lady who got pulled into the pool with the liar, she's actually alive. She had a little wristband that told the shark to fuck off. And she's like, haha, I was big villain the whole time. You killed my boyfriend husband, left me with 2 burgers. You're going in the pool now.
Well, and then, so, she also is led to Henry. Or not, isn't it his name?
Henry the lawyer.
Yeah, the lawyer at the very beginning. And so this is how she finds all the other cases. And we still don't know. There's still another guy somewhere. And we think we'll get into it once we get to the end. But so she's like, oh, the cop, you were too stupid not to realize that I was the villain all along. Whoa, ha ha ha! And then she throws the body in. And so, I mean, he did get bit by a shark, so he did lose his hand. But we didn't see the thing, but we're just going to count it as.
I mean, he's in the pool. He's bleeding out.
So then, the lady's like, Zora's like, okay, well, can I go? And
I mean, I confessed. Am I good to leave now? And lady's like, sorry, but I'm not the one who decides your fate. Outie. And she just leaves. So then Zara goes on this whole, story of why she needed to kidnap the baby.
Well, not so much kidnap the baby, but why this
You're talking this up for like one line.
No, I know, but she had an abortion.
No, she did not.
Well, she had the baby. Well, she
had the choice.
Yeah, she had
and she said no.
Yeah, so the baby was born and the baby was dead.
Yeah, so that's not an abortion.
Well, right, but I'm just saying. That's her big speech is.
She gave birth to the baby, but the baby died.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, I know. It's not a big issue, but people make it a big issue. I just want to make it clear that if you're coming to this movie, we're not trying to like sweep it on the rug or anything like that. You might be.
I'm trying to sweep it on the rug. It means nothing. It serves as flimsy backstory to be like, yeah, I tried to steal your baby, but only because my baby died.
So, and I didn't know that was gonna be a part of this movie, so I still would have bought it anyways.
Anyway, the movie ends with. So I'm guessing it was a conglomerate of killers. Like it was like 4 or 5 people. Because like they said that the handicapped guy was there.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they said he was there.
Okay, so that's what I heard. So that's why I thought the guy who fell was the first one in.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was the handicapped guy.
No, that was the lawyer's right hand man guy.
Okay.
I think he was a witness who he saw the cop kill the guy, and the cop was paying them hush money.
Oh, okay. So that's where it's all confusing with all of this.
So I think it was at least 3 or 4 people.
Okay. Because
I'm thinking that somebody representing the family of Sasquatch Jigsaw was in on this as well.
Okay.
Look, dude had hairy arms.
Like out of the whole video, the one topic doesn't get brought up. It's you making fun of some dude's hairy arm.
They were hairy as hell, man.
No, I canceled Jacob from calling some guy's hairy arm.
I got hairy arms, but like
not as hairy as his arms.
I'm not Sasquatch arms over here. But yeah, I think it was like 4 people, and I think they were all just kind of like trying to bait out an apology.
Yeah, so I think probably Zara lives, so we don't know. The guy says thank you,
and then the movie just cuts to black,
and you hear and then the movie cuts to black. So it's like, is she lying? But I think you're right. I think with the bald-headed guy, he or the car salesman, he spoke his truth. Yeah. So
and then
they let
it. They didn't tell him he was free to go, but he was free to go.
Yeah.
He just stuck around for too long.
So there's a total of 5 kills. We never hit 6, but we were right on the precedence of hitting 6.
Yeah, until kill number 3 walked back in the door and said,
"Guys, I'm surprised! I was the one on the floor the whole time. I was alive.
I swum past the shark.
You like that twist?" Oh yeah, she has some wristband that sends out.
Yeah, I said that.
Did you say it?
Yeah, she had like a little device
that says that she's
told the shark to go away.
So
apparently sharks also haven't evolved since like trees existed. I don't think that's true, but like
she comes in like spewing like facts, and I'm like, who the fuck are you to have facts? You don't have a line at all. But
the shark did not die.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get at. The shark did not die, so that's a point for me.
I feel like the shark should have died of like overstuffing itselh. It ate like 5 people.
I think there was like something. Yeah. Yeah, you just see a shark laying on his belly.
Yeah, just belly up.
Yeah, belly up, just like, he got a hand sticking out of his mouth. So, so that was Blood in the Water.
Joss meets Saws.
So I'm not gonna do a Saturday video. I know last year, what was your favorite one out of?
Oh, it was Ouija Shark. Easy. Out of last year's.
Out
of this year's?
Yeah. I can tell. I think we have the same answer for what least favorite one was.
I'm gonna say it's Land Sharks was probably my favorite.
You know what? I think Land Shark was probably my favorite too.
Like at least things happened in that movie, but like Sky Sharks was the worst.
Yeah, I'd say Sky Sharks is probably the least favorite. I was like I said, I was when I saw the premise of this, I was like, okay, this has to be somewhat interesting, and then it just
Wasn't.
I think it's because it was British. So there's one lady in there who had like, you could tell she was acting. She was like, "Please, just tell me that I didn't do it," or something like. She talked like that, and I was like,
Is that the one who spiked Sasquatch Man's arm?
Yeah, yeah.
His drink?
I was glad when she was like, I was like, yeah, I don't want to listen to that. Yeah, I think I think it was episode 2 with alien sharks that it was made by the same company from the Apple.
Yeah, Green Apple.
I did see that later. So, yeah, I really don't have much more. If you guys, so we don't know if we're gonna do a season 3 for next year. If you guys, I mean, it depends. So I think it was episode 2 or something. I said, hopefully it doesn't kill our view count. And at the time, our first episode was recorded in June, and we had like a spike of like viewers and stuff like that. And then as of this recording, we're like dead. So I'm like, cool.
Yeah, we're back to.
We can upload 2 videos a day now again. I don't have to worry about us killing our view count. So yeah, so if you guys do like it, I'm gonna shoot for 10 likes, and that's not on one video. That's on like. So,
I would shoot for 10 views.
No. Well, wouldn't you be surprised when we get that algorithm again, and it gets up to 1,000 again, one of them. No, 10 likes, on all the videos. So like, if 2 people like each video, then
I know math.
No, I'm sorry. I explained.
I made it to 3rd grade before I dropped out.
Did you? Are you smarter than a 5th grader though?
No, I made it to 3rd grade. I dropped out.
Well, as you were saying,
you said school was like 2 decades ago. That would have been where I dropped out at.
It's actually 4 decades ago. I don't want to give people my age, but no. So yeah, so we're not gonna. Like I said, I'm not gonna do a wrap up video. But yeah, this one was somewhat like interesting. It went a little bit faster. Like, what was the last one we watched yesterday?
Bull Shark.
That one was long. It was stupid.
Yeah, and it was still somehow 20 minutes shorter than Sky Sharks.
Sky Shark was awful. I mean, I did hate that movie. Alien Shark was fine, except for the editing that they.
God, I wish they brought up the dog shark more.
Yeah, I know.
Like, what was
I
that?
know. That was a terrible way to end it. And then Land Shark was probably I would say probably the funnest one.
I mean, it didn't have very stiff competition.
Right. So, yeah.
Like you could say the competition was dead in the water. All right, we're out of here. Bye.
No. We are not ending on that. We're not ending on that one. I would have let you have that joke, but then you're like, all right, well, bye. So, well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for whatever next comes up.
Yeah. All right, see you guys later.
Dead in the water.
I see what you did there.